I'm sorry, Catherine, but from now on, I'll be taking Alex from you, okay? What kind of reason is that? The two of you get back here right now. I don't even get why you think texting me something like that was such a good way to try and end things. I'm not gonna let you off the hook, Nicole. I don't really care if you're okay with this or not. That's why I think the two of us should just calm down now. But he just took your older sister's fiancé from her. Why the hell would you do something so horrible to me? For how long have the two of you been dating behind my back? We only just started going out with each other. Alex and his friends came into the bar I've been working part-time at. And after talking for a little while, they asked me to join them for drinks after my shift finished. And so I did. And then from there, the two of us started to really get into one another. And that's how we started dating. What? Maybe I'm the reason some stick in the mud like you ended up losing your fiancé and chance at marriage. I'm sure once he got a taste of me and my fantastic character, he no longer needed you around. You should be thankful that I was able to save him from your grips when he was looking for something a bit more colorful with another woman. Excuse me? I'm gonna be honest, I've always hated the idea of you. You were the more serious of us two, and Mom and Dad always seemed to care more about you. You did so well in high school and in college and always ended up finishing at the top. And when it came to you finding a job, you landed a spot in a very large and still growing company. And even after all of that, you decided to find a man that was going to marry you. That's disgusting to me. So for the longest time, I just thought it would be nice if at least once I could do better than you. You're kidding me. That's going to be your reason for stealing my fiancé away from me? Well, to be frank, I didn't think this would work out so well for me, but Alex turned out to be a lot more into me than I was expecting. I think he really wasn't happy with the effort you put into the relationship you guys had before. Huh? All I had to do was show him a little loving, and he immediately told me that he loved me. He said that I'm way more cute than you, and know how to have fun. He then said that if he had to choose who to make his wife, he'd rather have me over you. What? And I've been hearing from both Mom and Dad that they want me to hurry up and find a life of my own outside their house. So now that I have your man with me, I'll be leaving. I'll make sure to do what you never could and make Alex one big, happy man for you. Hey, Alex. Do you really plan to just throw away the plans you and I had together? Are you really okay with running away with Nicole and starting a life with her?
Yeah, I plan on marrying Nicole now. But having to marry your little sister after saying I would marry you, I don't think that'll go over well with your parents. And so that's why I think the two of us are gonna have to stay away from you guys forever and have our wedding.
We've been dating for 5 years, and I was so happy to have you finally propose to me. So why the hell would you throw me away like this? Was there something so wrong with me that made you choose that path?
Well, there was, yeah. If you want me to make this blunt, I'd say that dating you always tired me out a lot. You were always way too serious about everything. I was fine with that at first, but being with someone as perfect as you started to put loads of pressure on me.
Huh?
You ended up graduating from a university far better than mine, and with the work you found, you're making way more money than me in a year. And when it comes to your cooking and cleaning, you're just too perfect. You've even started to diet for the wedding we had planned on, and you've lost 20 pounds. Being next to someone that is so perfect and always does everything right, it's tough.
You're saying that's all been tough on you? I remember you telling me something completely different when we started dating. You said that you liked all of those things about me, right? You would always cheer me on doing so well, but now you're saying that was too much for you?
Of course, when we first started going out, I really liked all of that about you. But come on, you being that perfect just wore me out. It made me feel like I was never good enough for you and just a mess. And it always hurt me thinking that way.
Really?
If maybe you were bad at cooking, or maybe didn't do chores that well, At least then, I would have accepted you more as wife material.
Hold on, Alex. You told me a while back that you didn't like my cooking or the way I did chores, so I went through all the hard work to make myself perfect for you. And now you're saying you don't like that and want me to have some weak points? I went through days and weeks of learning how to do better and how to cook all the meals you liked, and now you're telling me I've been doing too well and that it's tired you out? You can't say things like that to me, Alex.
Shut up. I don't expect for you to understand how I'm feeling right now. Unlike you, my education is less, and the money I make is less. Can't you see that living in your shadow for years now has made me feel insignificant?
Alex!
So unlike you, your little sister is perfect for being at my side. No matter where I take her, she always praises me for taking her to places she's never seen before. Whenever I do anything with her, she's so cute and tells me how well I'm doing. Even when I just take her out to eat fast food, she'll say how happy she is I'm paying for her. I guess men can never resist a woman that actually looks up to them as their man of the house.
I see. So you never got any of those reactions from me then, huh?
When it comes to a married couple, the love they show for each other goes both ways. But when one is perfect compared to the other, they begin to tire the other one out. I'm happy that you and I were able to be together, but now that I've just seen how perfect you are, I think you'd be better off by yourself so that you can continue to be better than everyone else. See ya!
Catherine, I plan on coming back to Mom and Dad's house today, and so I plan on also taking over your room, okay? Wait, Nicole? I saw that while Alex and I have been away from everyone, you ended up going back to Mom and Dad's house, right? So that must mean you've been living in my bedroom while I've been gone, right? I'd like for you to give me my room back now. I'm sorry, but it's time for you to leave their house again. I'll be needing that room back by today. Wait a second, Nicole. Why are you coming back here now? The whole reason that Mom and Dad brought me back to live with them is because they were completely shocked by the way you ran off with Alex and married him. Yet now you think you can come back and live here? Well, actually, Alex and I have split up, and that's why I'll be coming home now. You guys broke up? But didn't you tell me the whole reason you took him from me was because you made him so much happier? I heard that you guys have already gotten married to each other than everything. Well, I found out that he wasn't as happy with me as I first thought, so that's why the two of us got a divorce. What? I mean, Alex turned out to be a bit more of a handful man than I first thought he'd be. If I didn't tell him how happy I was about him every other moment that we were together, he'd get all upset with me and throw a fit. And he'd even start getting all childish and say that because he didn't make me happy anymore, he no longer paid for my food at restaurants, even though we were married. So after a little bit of dealing with his attitude, I just couldn't do it anymore. And that's the reason for you two to get a divorce? Also, you think that because I'm so cute and he was able to get a young wife like me, he'd work harder to make more money for us, right? Well, after 3 years, he still wasn't making any more than he was when we met first. I thought if he could be with someone as amazing as you, he'd at least be able to make a lot of money himself. Yet, he never once got a raise or anything, so I told him it was over. And so you think you can just casually come home now? I can't believe you're not even embarrassed by any of that. Huh? Why would I be embarrassed? There's tons of people that return to their parents' house after getting divorced. However, in my case, my room has been taken over by you. I can't believe you'd do something like that to me. The only one I can't believe is you. Mom, Dad, and myself have no plans forever forgiving you for what you did. So go out and find a place to live at by yourself because you're not welcome back here. I can't. I don't even have the money right now to get a place for my own. And while living together with Alex for a while, I began to miss the easy life I had back with Mom and Dad. When I didn't have parents around to do all the cooking and cleaning for me, it felt like a nightmare. So that's why I'll definitely be coming home. I should have known you'd be that self-centered. And that's why I chose to sell most of your things, and I'll be using the money to take care of my shopping. Wait, you sold my things? Wait! Where the hell are you right now, Nicole? I thought you told me you were only just starting to coming back home right now. Huh? Actually, I've been home for a little bit now. I saw that you guys had changed the lock to the house and all, but the back sliding door was open, so I chose to let myself in. And then I went right to your room and put them all on social media, and they sold. What? And so, with that, I'd like you to go live on your own now. You don't even have a room here anymore. And I'm sorry, but I had all my things delivered here today, so I'm already unpacking. But I've already been living on my own already. Huh? I still don't understand why you'd break into the house on your own and then end up selling all the things in that room. There's really no hope left for a child like you. Wait, so you've already gone back to living on your own again? That's strange. I heard that after losing your fiancé, you ended up moving back in with Mom and Dad. That's right, and to keep Mom and Dad from worrying about you and me, I ended up going home to them. But right after that, we chose to sell that house and move out. Huh? You sold the house? And then, after we'd done that, I went back to living on my own again. Mom and Dad went and moved into a condo, and that's where they're living at the moment. What the heck? I never knew about any of that. Why would you guys sell that place without ever telling me? Shut the hell up, Nicole. It's your fault in the first place that we chose to never speak to you again about anything ever again. Huh? Why are you blaming me for this? The story of you and Alex running away from us after you stole him from me started to spread around the neighborhood. And then they'd always come to us about it, and it was completely embarrassing. No matter what we tried to do or where we tried to go, everyone was talking about how we did something wrong to upset you two, and that's why you ran. And since we could never get anyone to shut up about you guys, we had to end up running ourselves. Whoa, so that all happened when I was gone, huh? We thought that at some point everyone would just leave us alone, and we could wait until then. But over time, more and more people would come by and say things to us, and it was driving us mad. Luckily, at the time we all were fed up, Dad was able to get his retirement, and we were able to sell that house. Is that so? And because of that, I chose to go back to living on my own. And Mom and Dad wanted to relax somewhere far away, and that's why they chose to move into a condo resort. Huh? Wait a minute. So, the things that I chose to sell have nothing to do with you? That's right. None of us live in that house anymore. Well, then who's the things that I ended up selling and throwing away? It's none of your things, and you guys ended up selling this place? Whose things were all of those? I have no clue. We left that house to be sold by realtors. I heard that they might have turned out to renting the house out. Maybe those things that were in there belong to the realtors or something like that, but Mom and Dad and I have no idea who's living there now. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap! So that means that I have just broken into the house and sold the things of someone I don't know? I really just did something that I really shouldn't have done, right? Yeah, normally that'd be something that the police would have to get involved with, and that's why I took the liberty of calling them for whoever owns that house. I think that both the police and the realtors will be showing us there soon now. So just hang tight and stay quiet so that they can handle everything for you. What? You're lying about calling the police on me, right? Did you really just sell me out to the police? I can't just look away from a crime, and so I'll be going now.
Catherine, it's been a while. Are you doing all right for yourself?
Oh, hi, Alex. I'm doing all right here, but I'd assume you're in need of help. I heard about it already from Nicole, but the two of you got divorced.
Yeah, I was finally able to get away from her, and things feel a whole lot better. Being married to Nicole was the worst experience of my life. I honestly wonder why I even chose to marry her in the first place.
Huh?
At first, I thought it was cute how she always relied on me for everything, but things never changed between us, and she never got any better. She never worked a job, and she'd barely be able to get any of the housework done. That whole time, it just felt as though I was the one doing everything. Having to live with someone like that really burned me out.
But wasn't that the kind of marriage you wanted? After all, you didn't want to have to marry someone as perfect as me, right? That's the reason you said you loved Nicole and you ran off with her to get married.
Well, I finally realized what happened there. I was too naive at the time to realize that I really should have stayed with someone that was better than me. In reality, I have always still loved you, actually. So please, Catherine, can you and I get married?
What?
I'm sorry for hurting you 3 years ago. I really must have left you with sad memories of the day Nicole and I ran away from you and your family. But I promise from now on that I'll make all of that up to you by making you the happiest girl. I'll show you that I can be a man that doesn't create stupid situations and cause you embarrassment. And I will never again say something as selfish as you being too perfect for me and tiring me out. So please marry me.
I'm sorry, I have my wedding tomorrow.
What? Your wedding? You're going to be getting married tomorrow then?
Yes, I started going out with an awesome man, and so we're getting married. And even the kind of man that respects all the effort I've put into becoming who I am, and strives to become perfect himself. He told me that he wants to be with me, not only because he loves me, but because he sees my achievements as something he wants to set as his own goals.
No, that guy is definitely lying to you. I'm sure he'll just end up like me from the past and leave you right before the wedding. I think if you plan to get married, you should come back to me.
Thank you for worrying about me, but I'll be fine. The man I'm with now graduated from the same college as me, and he's even started working within the same company as me too.
What?
Unlike you, he seems to enjoy being with me and only feels the pressure to fight as hard as I do to succeed. And when I told him about the reasons why you left me for Nicole, he started to burst out laughing about you. He said you had all the wrong reasons for feeling pressured. I just had to tell him that you were a pathetic man.
What? Excuse me?
He even told me that even if either one of us begins to make far more than the other, he'd never let that be a reason to leave me. He said that having someone close to him that was strong enough to make large amounts of money makes him feel so happy inside. And that'll be the man that I marry tomorrow.
Wait, Catherine, I finally come around to noticing that as well. So don't you think it'd be easier to come back to me?
I'm going to say no, thank you. Well, now I have to start getting myself prepared for the wedding tomorrow. Have a good one, Alex. What am I going to do, Catherine? I was just given a bill from the realtors asking me to pay them back $20,000 for all the things I sold. They're telling me that if I don't get the money to them soon, that I'll be taken away by the police. Wait, you still haven't gone to jail yet? Those are some really kind realtors then. They aren't kind at all. They're asking me for $20,000. How would I ever be able to just have that kind of money laying around right now? But you have the money from selling all the other things as well as the money from the divorce, right? That should be enough to pay all of it. Well, if it's not too much to ask, can you help me out of this a little? You're working for a large company with a huge salary right now, right? So you should already have a lot saved up in your savings, right? I do, but I'm not going to help you. Then can you at least tell me where Mom and Dad moved to so that I can go and see them? I tried yesterday to call both of them for some reason. Neither of them picked up. I really just wanted to go back to living with them. I want to live together with Mom and Dad again. But you showed us that you wanted to be away from them for the rest of your life when you ran away with Alex. You told the both of them to shut up and just let you go. Yet now you're asking for them to take you back in after all you did? I don't get it, especially when it was all your fault for even having us sell our old house. Well, that was, Well, I guess if you'd like, you can go talk to them. But I remember them both telling me very clearly that they don't want to see you anymore. They are both telling me that now, actually, as we speak. Right now? So you guys are all together right now? Well, yeah, today's the day of my wedding, right? They're here right now to celebrate the wedding of their only daughter, after all. What? You're getting married today? Because of you taking that dirtbag Alex away from me, I was able to find a much more appropriate man for me to live with. So I have to say thank you for that. But since you stole my fiancé from me, I will never be forgiving you. Now, have a great time with the police. You don't have the money, so you might as well make it easy for everyone and go to jail. After that, Nicole went around to anyone she could find asking them to give her some money to help her pay off her troubles, and it seems she was able to make that happen. However, because she had to give all her money to them, she's now stuck working nights at a local bar in town every day of the week. But I've heard from rumors that everything has really gotten to her, and she's now doing worse than ever trying to gamble her money away for a lucky hit. And to make things worse, she started working at a strip club to make a little extra cash. But with her gambling problems only getting worse, she's now going to even further into debt trying to fight her stress. And as for Alex, he had tried going back to live with his parents again, but they already knew about what he'd done and told him to never show his face to them ever again. Right now, he's working at a toy factory in town, and on his days off, he's trying as hard as he can to find someone that'll marry him. But because he's holding such terrible standards for all the women he meets, like them having to make more money than him, and that they have to be perfect at doing housework, he hasn't found anyone willing to be with him.
Hey, love. What are you doing?
Not much. You?
We're gonna leave sharp 5. I'll be home before then.
I know you'll show up early today because your mother has invited us. But your life is a waste of time.
Don't be so negative. Since you lost your job, how will I be able to pay our bills if I don't put in extra hours?
That's not my headache. In the early days of our marriage, I had to force you to go to work, and now I don't even exist in your life.
Well, surely not. That's why you never try to understand my position.
Look who's speaking. I don't feel like going to your mother's place.
What's wrong with you, Sarah? We're only staying one night. She's sick and it's Thanksgiving. Don't make the situation worse this time, or I will not take your side.
You never did.
Whatever. Be ready. Are you ready, Sarah?
I'm not going anywhere. Your selfish mother has only invited you.
She wants us together, as a family. And if you're expecting me to beg you for coming, I'm not gonna do that. We're already late. Now hurry up, take your things. I'm waiting outside. Are you coming?
No!
As you wish.
Hi, are you okay?
I'm actually fine now, that my son chose to stay with me instead of going on another romantic getaway with you.
My husband said that we had to postpone our trip because you're sick.
To be honest, it's only a minor health issue, but I exaggerated it to get to be with my son.
Why did you do that?
I sense your frustration. It's exactly why I did it.
We were really looking forward to it because we've been so busy with work. We were trying to bond.
I'm not gonna let that happen.
But why are you trying to destroy our marriage?
I told you not to marry my son. I had other plans for him.
Your son is a grown-up man now. You should let him make his life choices.
Don't tell me what to do. Worry about your marriage.
Why are you manipulating my husband?
What do you mean by that?
You knew that it was our first Thanksgiving, and we were excited to go on this trip. You're doing this on purpose, right?
You're right.
Well, I'm gonna hide my frustration about this canceled trip. Or else you're exaggerated again.
You have no other option left.
I know. You're gonna play the victim and tell my husband that your frivolous trip means more than your health does.
You're getting smart.
And he's gonna get mad at me, and our relationship is gonna strain even more than it already is.
That's exactly what I want to do.
I'm not gonna let that happen.
You can't do anything about it.
Watch me. Where are you? Open the door. I'm outside.
You're joking.
No, I'm serious. Open the door. I changed my mind. I was feeling depressed and alone. Open the door! It's so cold outside. Your mother is not letting me in.
Babe, actually, there's a problem.
What prob?
My mom just told me that she only wanted me to be present at this Thanksgiving dinner for reasons that I still don't know.
Now I understand. That's why you didn't push me to go with you.
It's not what you're thinking.
Then what? Why is she doing this to me?
I don't know.
I drove 5 hours straight. I'm extremely exhausted right now.
Don't worry, babe. Even if she shall be angry, I'm coming to let you in.
And she'll be mad at both of us then.
I don't care. You drove 5 hours to be here, not just to stay outside.
But I don't want your mother to be angry on Thanksgiving Day. I don't want to ruin our Thanksgiving.
I'm coming. Wait for me.
No, wait. Talk to her.
About what?
Ask her what's the problem with me.
There are other members of the family here. I don't want to create a scene in front of them.
That's what I'm saying. Try to convince her or else she'll insult me in front of them.
I don't need to convince her.
But if you let me in without her permission, she'll be really mad.
Maybe, but as far as I know her, she won't tell you to leave.
You don't know your mother. There are a lot of things that you aren't aware of.
What do you mean?
Why didn't you tell me that your cousin Lisa is your ex?
Because it was a long time ago. I didn't get a chance.
She still loves you, and she challenges me that she'll make you leave this Thanksgiving.
That's not gonna happen. Not in this life.
Your mother is also on her side. She wants you to marry Lisa of your own family and leave me. The other day, she mentioned that, and when I asked her what she meant, she changed the topic.
Isn't it? So we're going to come on that topic once you come inside.
I know she'll convince you to leave me.
But that's not gonna happen, babe.
How can you say that? You always listen to your mother.
Just come inside. You're overthinking.
She'll kick me out. She has done this in the past when I came to pick up your stuff, remember?
But I won't let her disrespect you this time.
You just say things like that, and then leave me when the situation gets worse. Why leave without me?
Actually, I came here earlier because I had to help them to prepare some stuff, babe.
What about me?
And you also didn't want to come.
Why did you leave me alone on Thanksgiving Day? Even if I didn't want to come, you should have convinced me.
Yeah, you're right.
But now, your mother is a problem.
We should find a solution. Either we're together for the Thanksgiving gathering, or we leave together.
I don't think that's right. I'm so confused, babe.
Babe, I'm not gonna let you out like this.
I'm not going inside until your mother requests it. It is, after all, her home. I also don't want to be humiliated in front of your family.
Wait, I'm going to talk to her.
No, I love you so much, but your family's extremely toxic. They always make me feel like an outcast.
Maybe we never sit down and discuss what problem they've got.
Your mother never even called me for dinner.
She did, but I forgot to tell you.
You're just covering her up right now. She could have dialed my number.
Maybe she had so much to do that she eventually forgot.
Oh my god, your mother saw my car through the window.
It's okay. I told her that you were outside. I even asked her about the discussion between you two. She told me that we shall discuss it once the dinner is finished. Until then, you come inside. Please, babe. Just come. We're all waiting for you.
She just sent me a text. Leave. I don't want to be here. Only family members are invited to the dinner. See? She always does this to me and then play nice and sweet in front of you. She doesn't like me at all.
There's some misunderstanding, I'm sure.
She wanted to divorce me and marry that stupid cousin of yours.
I don't like her.
She's also inside, isn't she?
That's her sis.
I don't trust you.
Why did you say that?
Because I'm so confused about your behavior these days. You come back home late, you're always on your phone.
It's just that some problems rose up in work. I'll explain to you later on.
You're not gonna give me as much attention as you once did. And you left me at home alone on this special day, knowing I'd have to drive 5 hours straight.
But please, come inside. For me. I'll clear everything later.
See, I told you to convince your mother first. She's such a hypocrite. What should I do now? Freeze to death outside?
I don't know why she acted like this, babe.
She always hides her true self in front of you.
I thought she would let you in as I convinced her.
Is that how you treat your guests? Such a disappointment. I'm never gonna come to your house ever again.
I'm sorry, babe. She has never done this before.
But you saw that. How loud and disrespectful she was. Nobody has shouted like this to me before.
I don't know why she's doing this with you. Wait, I'm going to join you at the hotel.
Which hotel?
Where are you right now?
I'm outside in the car.
Oh.
Let's go, babe. I don't want to wait a second here anymore.
Babe, I want to come with you, but I can't leave her right now. As soon as she falls asleep, I'm going to meet you, okay?
I want you to come right now. We are leaving.
Are you crazy? You want me to travel back with you even though we traveled all the way from Washington to New York? I've already warned you not to make things worse.
Wait, what? Tell this to your mother.
You never listen to other people. You always do what you want to do. And after all, This is not my house. It's my mother's house. So she can do whatever she wants. You leave, and I shall meet you as soon as she falls asleep.
I feel so amazed that you're talking to me as if I'm the one to be blamed for everything. I'm freezing here. You're giving me a lecture about it? And leave where?
Any nearest hotel?
How will I be able to find a hotel on Thanksgiving holiday? Every room is already booked.
There's one nearby. Wait, I'm going to book a room for you.
I don't want to stay in a hotel. Are you coming or not?
I have to wait for her to fall asleep, else she will get hangry again.
That's not my headache.
Please, babe, try to understand. Mother is not feeling well because of the fight.
What's wrong with her? I think she's a psychopath.
Don't say that. It's my mother after all.
And who am I?
My wife.
Yeah, I saw that in front of your mother. You didn't take my side once.
I told you not to disrespect you.
How can you let your mother disrespect me like that? Ugh, I hate her.
I didn't know she would act as such.
I told you before.
Wait, I'll talk to you later. She's calming me down.
What the hell? I'm telling you, if you won't come now, I'm gonna leave you forever. And then you can marry whoever your mother wants. You just ruined our first Thanksgiving together. I'll never forget this.
I promise this will never happen again.
I don't trust you now.
Just forget about it. After all, she is old, babe.
So what does the old age give people license to respect younger people?
They tend to get angry easily, maybe.
I want you to come right now, and we are gonna leave together.
Please, babe, try to understand. I already booked a room for you at a hotel, and I will send you the address. Please go there, register yourself, and I shall come there in 30 minutes max.
No, I'll not leave you here with that clever cousin and mother of yours.
Try to understand my situation. My whole family is here.
If you won't come, I'll be leaving you as well.
Why are you talking like this, babe?
Because I don't want to live with a man who can protect and support me.
As if I've never protected and supported you?
And why did you take my side in front of your mother?
I tried to stop her, but she wasn't listening to me.
Why did you come with me when she was telling me to get out?
Do you think it was easy for me to see you in that state as well?
But you didn't say anything to your mom. You seemed scared of her.
I did. I told her that maybe she doesn't like you, but it doesn't mean that she should talk to you like this and think that I wouldn't say anything. She's going to sleep any moment by now. You go, now I'll join you.
Oh, why do you care about her sleep when she had ruined my day and night?
Then, wait for me in the car.
Your mother is manipulating you.
What do you mean?
I didn't want to tell you this, but your mother is crossing the line now.
Why are you saying this? She's just upset.
No, she challenged me to save our marriage.
That's not it, Sarah.
I talked to her before coming.
Did you?
Yes, let me share her messages with you.
Waiting.
Before that, you're gonna have to promise me that you'll never speak to your mother again.
Oh, she's my mother, Sarah. Nothing can change that.
Even if she's intentionally destroying our marriage?
She has no reason to do that. She's just angry with you because you don't listen.
No, I completely know her now.
I'm going to completely stay out of this. My mother has a bad temper, and I'd rather deal with your anger than hers.
Your acceptance of this emotional abuse is why you probably don't even notice that your mother is taking advantage of you.
My mother doesn't know any better. She's doing her best.
Your mom will only grow more toxic because you enable her behaviors. You and I will eventually grow apart.
Why are you complicating things?
I am complicating things? Read your mother's messages yourself. And you know what? You can stay with your mother. I'm done with you both. Sick of reviling your mother's true face, but you don't have the guts to accept the truth or take your wife's side. Live with your mother forever, you mama's boy. I'm going back home.
You can't do this. For the God's sake, it was just a little cold. You can't take away everything from my son. He is your husband.
We're divorced now. He's not my husband anymore. And it was just not a little cold. It was -5 degrees. I was sick for a week. Even then, you didn't let him visit me once.
But he did visit you next week. You didn't even let him enter the house. Now you've taken his house too. You're a witch.
We both know who the real witch is. You always wanted us to break off. You're just not happy that I got the big house you wanted to move in with him. If it wasn't for you, I would still have my husband.
If it wasn't for you, I would still have my son. He has cut me off.
That's the karma for you. Goodbye. I got tons of messages from both Jack and my ex-mother-in-law, both begging me to come back. But I moved on. Jack has to now live couch to couch as he has no home, and this relationship with his mother is now strained beyond repair. As for me, I've never been so free in my life. I only feel my heart is now liberated from painful clutches of toxic relationships.